Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma rabbi zidni ilma. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome dear students in the subject of Internet Architecture and Protocols. It's Ghulam Yasin, lecturer in Computer Science, University of Education Lahore, at DG Khan campus. Dear students, our today's lecture topic is ARP. Basically, in the previous lecture, we have discussed in detail about ARP protocol, and we have said that if we have one address which is IP address or logical address, we can find another address which is physical address or MAC address, and ARP is used for this purpose. So we have discussed in detail about the procedure, how we can find the MAC address with the help of address resolution protocol. And in the last lecture, in the previous lecture, we have also studied about ARP packet format. But in our previous lecture, we didn't see all the fields in detail. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about packet format, ARP packet format in detail. Packet format H type, this is a hardware type. So these different fields throughout the lecture are defined for ARP packet format. So header type, there are 2 points over here. 16-bit field defining the underlying type of network. Ethernet is given the type 1. So Ethernet or local area network type 1 is used for Ethernet, and ARP can be used on any physical network. Any physical network means any network which contains the physical addresses, which contains the network interface card or LAN card base addresses or MAC addresses, we can use ARP over there. And second is P-type, which is protocol type, and a protocol which is IP version 4. So 16-bit field defining the protocol. IP version 4 is 0800 base 16. ARP can be used with any higher layer protocol. So any network which is deployed on IP based, we can use ARP over there. Packet format, this is continued topic till the end of lecture. H length, which is hardware length. 8-bit field defining the length of physical address in bytes. Ethernet has the value of 6. As we have discussed that the physical address is of 48-bit address, and physical address contains 6 different portions. That's why the value of H length is 6. Next is P length, which is protocol length. 8-bit field defining the length of the logical address in bytes. As we have discussed that IPv4 has 4 different portions or 4 octet or 32-bit. So the value of P length is 4. Next is operation. 16-bit field defining the type of packet, ARP request and ARP reply. There are 2 operations. First is ARP request. One is specified for ARP request, which is broadcast, and 2 is specified for ARP reply, which is unicast. SHA, sender hardware address. A variable length field defining the physical address of the sender. As the sender or source device contains the MAC address or LAN card address or network interface card address, which will be the hardware address, and this is also physical address. So sender hardware address or sender physical address is defined in SHA field of ARP packet format. Next is SPA, sender protocol address, a variable length field defining the logical address of the sender. As physical address is defined in SHA, the logical address is defined in SPA. So logical address, which is IP address and 32-bit address, that logical address, that IP address is defined in SPA or sender protocol address field of ARP packet format. Target hardware address, a variable length field defining the physical address of the target. So physical address of the target means that machine, that device which is used to get the physical address. So if we have logical address, we can find the physical address. So THA field is for physical address. For an ARP request operation packet, this field is all zeros because when the request will be forwarded, this specific field will contains all zeros. Next is TPA, target protocol address. Again, target means the device whose address is necessary to obtain, a variable length field defining the logical address of the target. So the IP address, logical address of the target machine is defined in TPA, target protocol address field of ARP packet format. So ARP packet contains different fields, and these fields are compulsory to obtain different addresses and for successful data transmission. There are 4 cases using ARP. So this is case 1, which is showed in this diagram. Target IP address, destination address in the IP datagram. You can see 2 devices, 2 host devices, sender device and receiver device, and the communication of these 2 devices is in local area network or LAN network. So case 1, a host has a packet to send to another host on the same network. So if these 2 hosts or these 2 machines or these 2 computers are on the same network in local area network, when the packet will be transmitted from source to destination, we will say that this packet is in the same network. Case number 2, target IP address of a router. So dear students, whenever we will use router, it means that we are going to use a wide area network. So over here you can see sender device, which is host device, and local area network, and then is router, which is a receiver device. It means that your device is connected to wide area network with the help of any specific router. So in this network, router is used for wide area network communication. So in case number 2, a host wants to send a packet to another host on another network. So when we use the word on other network, it means that the device which is receiving device, which is ultimate receiving device, which is ultimate destination, that device is not in the same network. That device is not in local area network, and that is in any other network, that may be in any other city, that may be in any other country. So when this situation will be there, the router will use to forward our packet. So last sentence, it must first be delivered to router, and router will be connected to another router, and hence our data, our packet will be received eventually to the destination device, which is in any other city or in any other country. So in this case, router will receive our packet and forward. Case 3. The sender is a router and received a datagram destined for a host on another network. Router check its routing table, find the IP address of the next router, use ARP to find the next router's physical address. So in case 3, if sender is router and received a datagram, receive a packet which is for destination hosted on any other network. So there will be 3 specific tasks performed by router. Router checks its routing table. Every router contains a routing table. Every router maintains a routing table, and this routing table contains the entries of connected devices. So all the connected devices with specific router must contains the entries of IP addresses. So routing table contains the entries of IP addresses or logical addresses. If the IP address of the next router is available, then the packet will be forwarded to that next router, and use ARP to find the next router's physical address. If router needs the physical address of the next router, then ARP request will be forwarded and specific router will reply. We have studied about this process. When the ARP request will be forwarded, the destination device will reply in case of unicast. Case number 4. The sender is router that has received a datagram destined for a host in the same network. Use ARP to find this host physical address. So dear students, if the device is on the same network, then the ARP request will be forwarded to host. Over here, a router is not going to be used. So when we use different network, then the physical address of router is needed. But if the device is on the same network, device means destination device or ultimate destination or ultimate receiver device, then the physical address of that device is needed. So ARP request will be forwarded to find the physical address of that host or that destination or receiver device. This is a case 3 diagram. You can see target IP address of the appropriate router found in the routing table. So you can see the sender, which is router, and receiver, that is again router. So in case 3, a router receives a packet to be sent to a host on another network. It must first be delivered to the appropriate router. So in this case, the communication between two devices which are router done, and after that router will forward the packet to next router, and ultimately our packet will be received by the destination. But over here the important concept is this: if the sender and the receiver are both router, because this is not final destination, this is not final receiver. So router is intermediate device which will forward our packet to the next router, and ultimately the device is destination device. So in this case, these two devices or these two routers will exchange information to get appropriate addresses for successful data transmission. Over here, case 4, which we have discussed in our previous slides, the diagram is description of case 4. Target IP address, destination address in the IP datagram Over here there are again two devices, but the sender device is router and the receiver device is ultimate receiver or ultimate destination device, and this device is on the same local area network or in the same network. So what is case number 4? A router receives a packet to be sent to a host on the same network. So in this case, ARP request will be forwarded to the destination device, which is receiver device, which is host device. So the physical address of this device is needed. But in case 3, we have discussed that the physical address of the router is needed because the next device is not final destination device and the packet will be forwarded to another network. So in case number 3, we have discussed sender and receiver were both router. In case number 4, sender is router and the receiver is ultimate destination or ultimate receiver device. An ARP request is broadcast and ARP reply is unicast. So dear students, we have discussed in detail about broadcast and unicast, but over here I am going to repeat the concept of broadcast, unicast, and the third word which is normally used in network is multicast or multicasting. So what is broadcasting or broadcast? Let's take an example of our cell phone. In our cell phone, if we have 100 contact numbers and if we send a message to all these all these numbers, this is called broadcast. And next is unicast. If we'll send a message to a specific person, just for one person, that is called unicast. And if we have created different groups, for example family, friends, and so on, so in family there are 10 numbers, in friends there are 15 numbers. So if we will forward a message to a friend, this is called multicasting. So these three terms are always used in our networking field as well: unicast, multicast, and broadcast. Example number 1: a host with IP address 130.23.43.20 and physical address 0 by B2345510210. Another host with IP address 130.23.43.25 and physical address 0 by A4 6EF 45983AB. The two hosts are on the same Ethernet network. So in first 3 points, we can see two hosts or two devices which contains IP addresses as well as MAC addresses as well as LAN card addresses as well as physical addresses. So IP address is logical address and the MAC address is physical address. IP address is of 32-bit address and physical address is 48-bit address. But both addresses are defined over here in decimal format. IP address is in decimal format and MAC address is in hexadecimal format. What is last point? It shows the ARP request and reply packets encapsulates in Ethernet frames. So when ARP request and ARP reply will be used, this request is encapsulated in Ethernet frames. In example number 1, you can see a diagram over here and you can see two systems which we have discussed in our previous slide. System A contains an IP address as well as MAC address or physical address. System B also contains IP address as well as MAC address. And next is ARP header format, which we have discussed in detail. Different fields of ARP packet format we have discussed. Just important concept in example number 1 over here is the ARP request will be forwarded from system A to system B, and the system B's MAC address or system B's physical address will be received by system A. So this is just simple concept over here of finding the physical address of system B with the help of ARP request. Example number 1 continued. This is our last slide of today's lecture, and in this slide you can see the reply from receiver side, and you can see the ARP reply from B to A. So there are different fields of uh, header over here. We have already discussed ARP header format in detail. So you can see a preamble, and after that different addresses, and after that data and CRC cyclic redundancy check field. So in data field you can see the ARP reply from B to A. So physical address, MAC address of B's computer will be received by A or by a host device. So dear students, thank you very much for your concentration, for your learning, for your passion. I hope best of luck for all of you always.